It's about letting energy finally serve you. Now, one of the biggest challenges for each and every one of you is that it's about you. It's about you. And the minute you pull in your tribe, your family, your friends, humanity, whatever, all the rest of them, suddenly it's not about you. Suddenly you have their stuff. Suddenly you're having to work through yours, well, not work through yours anymore, but their stuff, and it suddenly is going to slow down, even perhaps stop this whole process of the Amyo life, allowing it to come to you. You're going to feel strange when it's just coming to you, but it's not coming to perhaps your spouse, your children, your best friends, the people around you. Then you're going to want to share everything, and you're going to find out it doesn't work because they don't want it. They're not ready for it. It doesn't serve them at all. And that's going to be one of the challenges. When I say the Shambhar dream, Amyo, it's just there. It's just there. It sounds so great, but now I say, for you. For you. Not the kids, not the spouses, not anybody else. If they want it, they can allow it as well, but they have to do it for themselves. That's going to be one of the strange things with the Amyo life. You're going to feel perhaps even a little selfish at times. That's when you take a deep breath and you let that go, and I'll be right at your doorstep, insisting that you let it go. There's so much within you that, well, we'll get there in a minute. So you're right at the eve, and this isn't the carrot in front of the horse type of thing. You're there. You're in that energy, and as I've said before, there's a momentum that's not going to allow you to go back. It's going to allow you to feel miserable for a little bit and feel like you're going in circles, but you can't go back. There's a momentum that's there that's going to carry you into the enlightenment. That's why we call this the Wing series. It's going to carry you into your enlightenment. The Atlantean dream, the Shambhar dream, the knowingness that you have in your heart, that's what's going to carry you there. Sometimes kicking and screaming. So you say, but Adamus, but when? But when? I'm working at it. I'm allowing it. I'm waiting patiently. None of those three things are true. You're not waiting patiently. You're really not allowing because there's still so much misconception about allowing. Allowing, the world gets to walk all over me. That is not allowing. Allowing is only about you. You, yourself, the divine, the master, whatever you want to call it, only about those two elements. You, human, allowing, master, they come together. You see in that little diagram, there wasn't your brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers and the people at work or anybody else. You're not allowing the rest of the world. This to the rest of the world. That means go your own way. It's not about allowing anything but you and the divine, you and the master, you and the I am. That's it, nothing else. Not allowing the world to be a better place. No. Shambhar, we've said it over and over. Sometimes I wonder, Shambhar, are you listening? Are you feeling? Allowing is about you and the I am. That's it. Nothing else. No spirit guides, no Adamus, no anything else. Do not allow me, because I will mess with you. Allowing is about allowing yourself, and you don't work at it, but I see you working at it. All the work is being done right up here. Not here with the hands. It's being done here. And patience. Oh no, not at all. But you say, so when is this going to happen? I'm allowing, I'm working hard at it, and I'm patient, none of which are true. When is it going to happen? What's holding me back? What am I doing wrong? So what is it? What is it? What are you holding on to? Edith, you hold on to your warrior self. You hold on to old battles from lifetimes ago. You hold on to righteousness. You hold on to things have to be a certain way. And these are not yours. These are not yours. Even if it came from a past life, it is not yours anymore. This is not yours, Edith. Let it go. those old battles, they're not yours. Let it go. Let it go, my dear. There are things that are so deep within. Sometimes you don't even notice, but they're not yours anymore. You get to this point on the eve of enlightenment, and it's just simply time to let go. They're not yours. David, your compassion for others, your caring for others is such a blessing indeed. But these things are not yours anymore. It's created an identity for you. A good David, it's made you feel in here. But these things are not yours anymore. It doesn't mean that you harm other people. It doesn't mean you're indifferent to others. It simply means that you can't carry it for them anymore. These are not yours, David. Take a deep breath and let them go. Tough, difficult to let these things go. It's helped create you. It's helped make you what you are. But they're not yours. This is not yours. You're going to be hearing me saying that over and over, and you're going to resist it. You're going to resist me. Vince and Carolyn, the things that have touched your physical body, they're not yours. You've taken them on as your own. The doctors have said that they're yours. You might look at the x-rays. You might feel into the aches and pains of your body, but they are not yours. They're not. You've carried too much for other people and actually so much for each other. It's a thing of beauty when two who love each other carry each other's burdens, but the illnesses of your body are not yours. I can't take them away from you. I wouldn't heal you even if I could, but I can ask you to let them go. These things in your body that come from lifetimes of carrying too much, fighting too much for a cause, they're not yours. Let them go. Take a deep breath. This is not yours, Vince or Carolyn. This is not yours. It's difficult sometimes because you feel so close and connected with the things in your life. You feel so part of them. Obviously, you think it has to be mine, and you continue with the battle. You continue fighting these things, and they are not yours. Tobias said it a long time ago, the only thing that is yours is what you choose. That's it. I don't care if it's abundance. I don't care if it is a past life issue. Whatever it is, it's not yours. I look at you and I see such goodness in each and every one of you. A goodness that I wish you could see in yourself, but you're carrying too much. Your heart is covered with grime and mud and dirt and tar because you're carrying things that aren't yours anymore, and you can't take those into embodied enlightenment. You'll continue trying for your enlightenment, working for it, but that grime will keep you from experiencing it. This is not yours. I will tell you that over and over until you're sick of hearing it, but until you actually let it go. That deep ache in your heart, my dear, that deep ache in your heart is not yours. It's been carried with you for a long time. The wound of Isis, your personal experiences that go far, far back into the times of Atlantis, that deep aching that you felt all of your life, it's not yours. You've created an identity around it. You've created destruction and trauma around it. It's not yours anymore. It is not. It was an experience, but it is not yours. Please take a deep breath and let it go. It is not yours. These are the things when you say, but when, Adamus, when is this going to happen? These are the things that are holding you back. And I tell you that enlightenment is natural. It's going to happen, and it will. It's going to happen in this lifetime. In this lifetime. You wonder why it's taking so long, why there's so many struggles. because you're holding on to things that are not yours. Every day, every moment that goes by, from here on, take a look. Is this yours? You may try to justify it and say, well, yes, I hurt another person. I did something out of truth, or whatever it happens to be. You're going to say, well, of course that's mine. And I stop for a moment. I stop you and say, it is not. Do not carry it anymore. Do not hold it anymore. Do not be enticed by its seduction anymore. It is not yours. And you're going to feel naked at times, very, very naked, because you're shedding the skin, an identity of who you've been, what's defined you, what motivates you, what causes you to make decisions. And suddenly you're going to feel very naked, very vulnerable. Who am I? What am I doing here? Why do I want to stay? And that's the time to come back to the I exist. I am that I am. These things are not yours. The crazy thoughts that's going through your mind, the issues in your body, problems with abundance, aches and pains, these are not yours. Can you wipe the slate clean right away? Can you just say they're not mine anymore? Can you do that? Of course you can. Part of you will want to hold on and say, but I got to hold on to just a little bit to remember not to be a bad person. And that's why I say, these things are not yours. What is yours? Only what you choose. You are not your past life at all. You are not your past lives. We refer to them, they're like cousins of the soul. You can feel them, but you are not them. You don't have to suffer for the things that they did. These are not yours. The abuse that you've taken from others and then taken it so deep within yourself that you feel you did something wrong to deserve it, these are not yours. Not anymore. Nothing. These are not yours. Take a deep breath and let them go. You don't have to push them out. You don't have to fight with them. You just let it go. That's it. That's it. These things are not yours. I have to get a good look back here at all the magnificent work that's been done. Your daughter. Your daughter. Your heart aches. You wonder what's going on. As much as you love her, it's not yours. As much as you wonder if you did the right thing, if you were a good father, it's not yours. What happened was a life-changing experience that was written on the soul. It was going to happen. Something that would bring her into her inner vision, her humanity. Something that would bring her into the deeper levels of herself. It was already known. It was already part of what she had chosen. Have compassion, have love, care for her, and show her humanity, the humanity that you carry within your being, but it is not yours. That's difficult to say to a father whose daughter has been injured. I'm not saying to be indifferent. I'm simply saying don't take it into your being. Be there for her, strong. Be there for her in wisdom, but it's not yours. And there'll be a year of difficulty on her part, and then she'll realize why she's really here. These things are not yours. Your family, we've talked about it a lot in Ancestral Freedom. It's not yours to redeem your family. Generation after generation of family lack of self-worth, family esteem, of family poverty, of family penance to spirit, to God, of generations of sinners, or so the family says. These are not yours, but you still hold them in you. You still fight those battles. Let it go. What does that mean? Never seeing your family again? Denying your family? Not necessarily. It means let those things go from within you. Set yourself free For the greatest thing you can do for your ancestors, for your living family here and now, is to set it free. These are not yours anymore. But you continue to hold them. You continue to fight them. You continue to dream about them. They're not yours anymore. Your issues with authority going back lifetimes ago, being persecuted unjustly by authorities, by those in power, by those who held you hostage that controlled your life. That was a past life. These are not yours anymore. These are not yours. If you continue to hold on to them, this whole coming to enlightenment is going to be a struggle. It's going to be painful, and it will bring about things like cancer or some type of psychosis. These are not yours. It was a past life. You are the I am in this lifetime. Let it go. And same to you about the family, what I said to her. It applies. These things are not yours anymore. It seems obvious. It seems so clear. They're not yours. But you hold on to them. Sometimes you don't even realize what's in there. Sometimes you're so ingrained in some of these attitudes and old behaviors from lifetimes ago, from families ago. Sometimes you don't even know they're there. Every worry that you have, my dear, you knew I was coming this way. Oh, she could feel it. Every worry that you have, everyone is not yours. But you hang on to it. It's kind of like an old sweater that you keep knitting on. And you hang on to it. It is not yours. Why do you hang on? With the fear of letting go. The fear of letting go, the needles and the yarn, and everything you've been doing, everything that's created your identity, all the worrying, unnecessarily. John would scold you so much right now. The only disease is not waking up when you have all the tools, everything you need, and just allowing. But you keep knitting that worry sweater. These are not yours. Oh.
Crap.
The weakness of the human self, the vulnerability of the human, that's not yours. Oh, you might have taken some of it on and experienced it, but it's no longer yours. That inner weakness, that vulnerability that made you go just the opposite. Tough guy, funny guy, distracting guy, but a guy who really felt there was a weakness, something wrong inside. It's not yours anymore. That weakness actually never was, and there never was a weakness at all, but you've held on to it. Oh, you buried it so that nobody could see it, but I know it's there. It's not yours. These things are not yours. Struggle, issues, children, mates, working so hard, having to be that warrior. Isn't it funny? Two warriors, right? And one in front of the other. There's nothing to battle anymore. There's nothing. It's not yours. So every thought that comes into your mind that has to do with being less than, every thought that has to do with you have to work hard and struggle, that there's something wrong, these aren't yours. They're coming. I've said it for years and years to you. 93% of what's going through your mind is not yours. And I would say another 5 or 6% is just crap that you're deciding to hold on that came from God knows where. These are not yours. Now, again, as simple as it all sounds, you're still going to struggle with it. I want you to really observe yourself now. Your thoughts, your feelings, what's happening in your life, what you're attracting into your life, whether things are difficult or easy, whether there's a lot of confrontation and conflict. And every time that comes up, I want you to take a deep breath and ask, is this mine or not? Every time it comes up, I want you to take a look at it. Are you still doing the old, what is Spirit trying to tell me? What lesson is supposed to be learned? Am I supposed to be saving the world, saving my family, or anything else? These are not yours. I'll go so far as to say that you are being selfish in the worst way of the word. You are being selfish by hanging on to these things, by hanging on to the old psychological issues, lack of abundance, diseases in your body, thoughts of being weak or less than. That is actually being selfish. Now, I tell you to take care of yourself, of course. But when you get to this point, when you are indulgent in old repetitive thoughts, when you're indulgent in things that aren't even yours, that's when I say you are being selfish. You're denying the master into the house. You're denying also really the evolution of all of the past and future lifetimes. That is selfish. The greatest disease of all is not allowing yourself to wake up when you've had glimpses of it, when you have all the tools, everything. Let's take a deep breath with that. This is not mine. I want you to feel that within your being as these things come up, as you're tormenting yourself, as you're keeping yourself from enlightenment. This is not mine. And by doing so, it's going to help you realize what is yours.